Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylin Edwards, aka Kaylin K here on YouTube. If you're new to my channel, I truly appreciate you clicking on this video. If you've been to my channel before and checked out my videos, then thank you. I hope you are also subscribed and you will also like this video on top of the other ones that you've probably liked. Yeah. So side note, if you hear that crunchy noise, that's my dog eating her food because she's greedy. She's like this big, but she eats so much. She eats so much. I have her on a diet, but still, like, this girl loves to eat, which, I mean, I relate to that. Again, if you're new to my channel, feel free to check out more of my videos. I spent a semester in Korea, so you should definitely check those out if you're interested in anything Korea, K-pop. I went to Japan. I've been to Croatia, Portugal, Rome, which I haven't uploaded that video yet. Amsterdam, also haven't uploaded that video, and I went to Berlin. But yes, I am currently living in Germany, and I thought today I would just talk freely with you guys about living in Germany and my experience so far. I've been here for a year. I've been here for a year and like a couple weeks because I came here like at the end of May and now it's like mid-June. We'll see when I upload this video what day it is, but anyway. We actually chose to come to, I chose for us to come to Germany because I was thinking, you know what, we are newly married, we don't have any kids, we're still young, we have very little financial responsibilities. Let's go to Germany. And so here we are now, a year later, and it's been a roller coaster, not only for us living in Germany, but for us being newly married, 20-somethings, trying to figure life out, trying to be adults, and, you know, doing everything on our own because we don't have family to really fall back on. This is for people who, you know, are planning to maybe study abroad in Germany. Oh my God, could my dogs be any louder? Like, Jesus. Yes, this is for people who, you know, have interest in Germany, want to study abroad here, or like me, who are military, army, whatever wives, and that are going to be stationed here. So I will say that living in Germany hasn't been that different compared to living in the States. And I only say that because I did spend a semester in Korea, which felt like a totally different world. Like, it just felt like we were just worlds apart in how we did stuff. And so coming here, it was like, okay, well, that's different, but it's not like that different. I will say that people in Germany definitely care more about recycling. I don't know if there's other parts of the States that actually do care about recycling and like it's like a big thing there, but where I'm from in Kentucky, we did not care about recycling. It all goes in one bag and goes outside, and then you let it stay there and other people take care of it. But here it's like we have like different trash cans for like, hey, we have different trash cans for like paper, plastic, waste, all that stuff. And yeah, so recycling is something that I haven't done since, I don't know, like elementary school, when you had to do those little like, you could like recycle the soda cans and then like, what was it, the box top stuff? Yeah, I used to do that. And the most obvious difference is the language barrier because I wasn't used to hearing German, and the few times I did hear German, it wasn't for good reasons. But anyway, so getting past like, because the way that Germans talk, it kind of comes off very aggressive, even when they're not trying to be aggressive. It's just the language and probably how they're saying it too. It just sounds like so like they want to fight me. And they could just be asking me if I want paper or plastic, but oh my God, it sounds like they want to fight me sometimes. And I've tried to learn German. I've tried. I can read it a little bit, and that's only because like when you're driving, like you gotta know where the exit is, where the entrance is, and stuff like that. So I recognize certain words. I don't want to stereotype, but for the few Germans that I've interacted with and like have gotten to know, they are very assertive. Like way more assertive than I am. Like me, could just be a personal thing, but I'm way more timid and I'm way more like low-key about stuff, and them, they're like very direct. They know exactly what they want to say, and sometimes it can come off at a little bitchy. Some of the things that I feel like it's kind of like, that sounds very shady, but they don't care. They'll just say it and keep it stepping, and that's just the way that some of the Germans I've interacted with have been. And I've learned not to take it to heart because that's just the way that they are, and they're not trying to be like shady in the way that we are, like deliberate in their shadiness. They're just being very like direct. Something else that I've learned while being in Germany is that I need to get more stuff that have the European plug, because oh my god, I have bought 3 flat irons. 3, because I thought that they, like, with the adapter they would work, but then we'll go someplace that doesn't have like American plugs, obviously, and it doesn't work. And so yeah, when we travel around Europe and I have to use my flat iron, I'm like, it doesn't even work with my adapter. So yeah, certain things don't work with your adapters, even if they say they do. They don't. But luckily in the apartment that we live in, we have American plugs, and we also have the little European ones with 2 little prong thingies. Yeah, we got those too. Which I don't know how that's gonna work when we leave here, because some of the stuff, like, I'm a hoarder and I don't want to give it up. But I know there's a lot of like military families, like right before they leave, they start selling stuff, and most of the stuff is like things with the European plug on it. But man, I don't want to give it up, especially, oh yeah, that brings something up. AC, freaking C. There is no AC in our apartment, none. And that seems to be a common trend in these German homes and in these German apartments. Not even just on base, but off base as well. We don't have AC. And so when, like today, the temperature was in the 80s, it is so miserable. And we are on the 3rd floor of an apartment building. And so like, it's hot, but the higher up you get, it's even hotter. So it is like, I feel like I'm swimming through my apartment sometimes because I'm just drenched in sweat. And the summers can get really intense. They can get really, really intense. So yeah, if you are about to move over here, PCS over here, whatever it may be, and you're gonna live here, please get yourself some fans before you get over here. Are y'all seriously about to play right now? This is why I don't need kids, because y'all are just enough for me. This is too much. They're playing. I know it sounds aggressive because that's just Piper, but they're playing. So yeah, if you can get your fans back in your home country, especially if you come from the States, get you as many fans as you can at home, because these fans be costing $60, $45 for these little itty bitty crappy ass fans. And I swear you can get these fans at Walmart for half the price, probably even a quarter of the price. So it's killed me that we bought 3 fans that totaled over $150, and that's crazy to me. So, you know, buy fans back home, especially if you plan to live on base and you can utilize the American plugs, or you just have a bunch of adapters, whatever the case may be. But buy fans back home, because fans be selling out so fast over here and they be so expensive. Something else I've learned while being in Germany is to learn how to parallel park. And I know that's something that you have to learn on your driver's test, and like you can probably ace it that first time, and then you'll maybe use it once or twice after that. But for the most part, you don't have to parallel park. But here you might want to learn how to parallel park. Yeah, parallel parking seems to be a bigger deal, especially if you're going into the major towns and villages and stuff. You need to learn how to parallel park, because it's not like back in the States where like every store has its own parking area and it's so easy to park back home. But here it's like sometimes you gotta hunt for a parking spot, and your only guaranteed spot may be for parallel park. So improve on your parallel parking, because you may have to use it way more here than you did back home. On top of cars and driving and stuff like that, if you have a big truck, be prepared to be very uncomfortable on the highways and in towns and parking. It is so like, Germany's built for like smaller, normal sized cars. So if you got these big Chevys or whatever, I don't know cars like that, but those big ass country boy trucks, they are probably not going to fit comfortably on these roads. Same with the minivans. So I'm not saying like they can't. I'm just saying like be prepared to feel like you are like riding the line. You're squeezing in the parking spaces. You may not be able to fit into parking spaces. Yeah, like the roads are just built smaller. Some roads like don't even have like a 2-way, so it's like one tiny ass road that like 2 cars have to drive on and fit through. So keep that in mind. Something else to keep in mind in case you are planning to come over here and you want to get a dog, you want to adopt. If you're wanting to do all that like I did, be prepared for it to be really difficult for you to adopt here in Germany. A lot of Germans, and this has to do more with like military families and stuff, and our influence on the Leo, please stop. Leo. American families have had a bad reputation of getting animals and then returning them, right? Oh my God, are you serious? Every single time that I'm trying to report Leo, he's trying to get in his kennel. I don't know what for. He doesn't like being in there. Anyway, they don't like adopting to us Americans because we have a bad reputation of returning the dogs right before we're going to leave, because flying back with a dog or flying anywhere international with a dog is so expensive and people aren't prepared to pay for that, and so they get these like, you know, shelter dogs and then return them. One other thing that I want to add before I go, because my dogs are being super loud, is don't be afraid of the Autobahn or the highway or the freeway, whatever you want to call it. Don't be afraid of it. It's really not that big of a deal. If anything, be afraid of these speed trap cameras, because I have never dealt with those. I grew up being used to police everywhere. So yeah, these cameras be hiding places, they be hiding in cars, and sometimes it'd be too late for you to slow down. So please go to speed limit, or at least download the Waze app, which is something that I'm glad I have, and it'll warn you about speed trap cameras or anything like that, construction, whatever it may be, because yeah, his has gotten like 3-4 tickets already, and they get you quick. Like, they'll flash you and you'll be like, crap. So yeah, be aware of that. The Autobahn is fine. It's not as scary as people make it out to be. The only thing that's scary is the speed trap cameras. Those are the only things that are terrifying, and for the most part you can kind of predict where they're gonna be because everyone slows down. They all go like 30, 40 over, and then all of a sudden they're all going the speed limit or under. You're kind of like, that means the camera's coming up. So that's something else to be on the lookout for. Leo, he's scooting his bowl around. He's not hungry. He's really not. He just ate a whole bowl, but he doesn't like being on a diet, which, I mean, I feel that. I really do feel that. So I'm actually going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video that I decided to do, and I think I covered a little bit. There's a little bit, or actually a lot bit more that I can include, but I will save that for another video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want me to cover something in my next video that I did not cover in this one, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all next time. Bye.